Hello and welcome to Generational Grip, a father and son F1 podcast where two generations come together for one conversation. We are your hosts.
I'm James.
Oh, is that? I'm Grayson.
And I'm Dad.
And I'm Son. We're two generation of Formula One fans, one who grew up the old school cars and one who prefers the modern era. Every episode we bring those two perspectives together for one conversation about the latest race, the drivers, the teams and everything in between. So whether you're Team V10s or Team Active Aero, this is Generational Grip. Let's get into it. That was a terrible let's get into it by you there.
I wasn't too sure whether I was meant to do it or not.
Yeah, no.
So, and I weren't going to do it.
But then you did do it.
But I looked up and saw you looking at me.
But I didn't look at you, did I?
I think you did.
No, I didn't. I was looking at that the whole time.
Oh, well, I completely misread it.
Read the room, pal.
Yeah, right, okay. We messed up that intro.
No, you messed up that intro.
Yeah, well, I messed up the intro.
Yeah.
Episode, title, Grayson? Informed the audience.
F1 drivers and their what ifs of Formula One.
Could do. The F1 drivers' alternative history.
I prefer my one.
F1 drivers' what ifs.
Yeah.
Yeah. For F1 drivers' alternative history. I don't
know what actually one I prefer.
I prefer F1 drivers' alternative history.
Yeah, I know, but who the hell's going to be able to who the hell is going to be able to spell alternative history when you could just type
and who exactly is going to be searching F1 drivers' alternative history? Nobody. That's because, and that means no one's ever going to listen to this episode. So
exactly that. So the F1 drivers and their what
this episode that we're doing is going to be so unique. It's only going to be found.
We know what it is.
Yes.
Only we know it's been put out.
This will never be listened to outside of this household.
Unless we put it on in the car.
Yeah. Anyway, when we're recording this Sunday?
No, it's actually Wednesday.
So it is the 1st of March, which is a Sunday. The weekend before Australia.
Well, and you thought it was in 2 weeks.
I thought it was 2 weeks, yeah.
You really doubted
But you caught me off guard. I've been working on the house, so you caught me off guard.
I've been helping.
I wasn't really paying attention. To be honest, you mumbled. I didn't even know what you said, really.
What?
But, yes, so Australia's in 1 week time, next weekend.
Yep.
During the week, I'm yawning. This never happens to me.
Why? You're always yawning.
So during the week, we will be doing our Australian Grand Prix preview.
Yeah.
How are we doing it, by the way?
Why don't we do it?
Because when we first discussed how we rebooting the pod for the new series.
Series? You mean
season? We weren't going to do every race preview and recap, whatever we want to call it. But that was because we was doing video. But now we are just currently on audio.
We can...
Editing is so much easier.
I used to make them like half an hour to an hour of videos sometimes.
Yeah, so like,
I mean, we could do it every race because it's not that hard. Then there's not much editing as well.
Yeah,
that makes it easier.
I think we generally can do every preview and race recap. Although every other podcaster / YouTuber also calls it preview and recap.
Well, that's what it is, so you can't really call it something different.
Yeah, but I like us to be different. We're unique, and we're probably so unique no one's ever going to find us.
Exactly.
But we're
that unique. No one's ever going to think to search up someone this uniqueness.
No,
that's not unique.
We're generational grip because that's two generations.
Yep.
And grip being an F1 buzzword, blah 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 blah. And we're two generations, one conversation. Our title and tagline is unique to us as a father and son F1 podcast. And preview and reviews are so boring and so commonly used.
Yeah, but the thing is, people get views because that's what people are searching.
Yeah, I know.
And we
should stick to what we want. Well, we're not getting views, we're getting listens. But
same thing.
Yeah, I know. And if we use buzzwords and all that to get the views or the listens, I'd much rather just stick to us. And if people listen to it, people listen to it. If they enjoy it, they do. If they don't, they don't. Don't care. But this is what we do. And this is what we enjoy. And this is how we have fun.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of a preview show, we should call it warm up. Because if you listen to other podcasts and they do a preview show, they're going into the nitty gritty of that Formula One track, the nitty gritty of the teams, what to expect. We don't really go into that detail because we leave that for the experts of Sky Sports F1. We're not experts. We're a father and son, average Joe, sitting here in our studio bedroom and recording our episode. So we leave the experts to Sky Sports F1, Ted Graffitz and Crofty and Anthony Davis and all that, Martin Brundle. They're the experts. Leave it to them.
Yeah.
But we should be a warm-up show because if you listen to our warm-up shows before, previews, we did the quiz. Yeah. I liked the quiz. No idea if other people liked the quiz, but I enjoyed the quiz. It was good.
No, because you loved laughing at me.
Yeah, but it was good. So I think our preview show should be called a warm-up show. It's warming people up to the Australian Grand Prix with a little bit of banter, bit of quiz, get your pen and paper out, that kind of stuff. I'm not going into the heavy stuff. And then instead of a recap or review, should we call it our thoughts of the Australian Grand Prix, our thoughts of something like that?
I mean, that doesn't really roll off the tongue very well, though.
Well, you think of a better name. Anyway, this is going completely off topic to what we may be talking about, but
yeah,
it's like we just get these mics in our hands and we click record and then Dad just waffles about Star Wars. So I think warm-up show. Do you know what? There's two of us, and there's two episodes. We've got. So I'll choose the first one. You can choose the second one. So the first one, I'm deciding that we're going to call it warm-up.
Yeah.
What would you like the aftermath show to be called?
The aftermath.
Yeah, like after the Grand Prix.
No. The aftermath.
Oh, call it the after.
The cool down lap.
That's what it counts.
Oh, thank you.
Doesn't really say what it is. No.
Well, no, you're going with warm up.
So, yeah, because it's a warm up show.
But it's also a preview of the race as well. So why would you go with warm up when you also got a preview?
I'm just trying to be unique. I don't want to.
But people will watch something.
Yes, I know.
They know.
If we use the same words and titles that all the other F1 podcasters and YouTubers
that means we'll pop up more.
No.
Yes.
That means we are standing in a crowd covered by other podcasters and YouTubers with higher views, higher listeners, for which they will be at the top of the list. And because we're in that crowd, you can't see us. But we've got a different name. We might be the only one in the crowd, and no one might be searching for it, but we're bloody stood there waving our arms going, hello, we're here!
But we can still do that in the crowd.
I don't think we can. I think we'll just get
But if we go with a name that is unique, who's going to be thinking, what if I search up, like, warm-up show? They're going to want a preview.
But if you call it...
They search up...
If you call it F1 2026 Australian Grand Prix warm-up, or maybe it is preview show. Preview, I like warm-up, but maybe it is preview. But if you get everything else in there, but it's the warm-up show, I don't know. Maybe we need to think about it a bit more. But I'd like a name for them that stands out from the crowd and not blends in with the crowd. Because if we blend in with the hundreds of other podcasters, we're just going to get lost in the ether. But if we've got a unique little word, tweak, boom, we stand out.
I've got one. Preview / It's got an extra thing in there, like you said.
Okay, preview / what?
No, that's just it. You said an extra thing in there. I added an extra thing.
Preview / slash your head off for that one. Yeah, I quite like warm-up show, warm-up F1 2026 Australian warm-up, Australian Grand Prix, warm-up, Australian Grand Prix. I don't
You
know.
can't make anything work.
I don't know.
This is not. Can we get to actually what we were meant to be talking about today?
Yeah, we should do.
But we won't, will we?
That was like 10.
How long was that?
Well, so far we've been going for 10 minutes and 40. And that included your intro. So we've been talking about names of episodes for about 9 minutes or so.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Can we please
right.
get on to what we're meant to be doing today?
F1 Alternative History.
F1 drivers' alternative history.
Can I flag? Did I flag? Oh, I did.
What do you mean flag?
No, it's okay. I was just planning on recording. Okay. I need 2 hands for a second, so you talk.
I don't know what to talk about.
Hopefully F1.
What is F1? I forgot.
Okay, so you've not really seen this, so I'm going to throw it at you. But on today's episode, this is F1 drivers' alternative history, and as a tagline, what if? So what I've done for this episode, and I'm going to throw it out there for Gray to get his thoughts and opinions, and I've got my own, is that in history, in time of Formula One, I have picked 3 drivers.
And I know who they are.
And I've told...
Well, yeah, you told me who they are.
Yeah, but I've not told you the in-depth stuff.
Yeah, you have. Oh, wait, no. No, that was last episode.
Yeah, so you don't know this one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right.
Sorry.
Dumbass.
You can't say that.
I just did.
Oh, you can't.
Right, okay. F1 drivers' alternative history. I've picked 3 particular drivers within the F1 history, and I've picked them for a particular reason, but we're going to go through each one individually, and I'm going to ask you a what if, and then you're going to tell me. Actually, I hope that this isn't too far back in the F1 history books where you don't know.
I stopped knowing that around 1968 to 67-ish.
Right, so 2019 as far back your memory goes.
No, 2020.
Well, you do have one plus. There's a lot of podcasters out there who only got F1 podcasting because of Drive to Survive.
You can't class yourself as an F1 fan if you've only ever watched F1 through Drive to Survive.
There's quite a few out there, and they do irritate me. And you go, "Oh, you started watching F1 because of Drive to Survive." Well, yeah.
You're not already an F1 fan.
I could be disregarding quite some listeners, but yeah.
I've watched the Gran Turismo film. Doesn't mean I love Gran Turismo.
I've been an F1 fan since I was 7 or 8.
1901?
17. I was 7 or 8 years old, and I have loved F1 since. Despite through its downfall, when the whole world was saying F1 is so boring, I stuck with it. And then a program come along called Drive and Survive.
Drive and Survive.
I see. I don't know what it's called.
Drive to Survive.
Drive to Survive. God. And now all the haters have become the latest fans. But hey ho.
So they're not real F1 fans.
Anyway. Are we going to kick this episode off?
Well, yeah, I'm waiting for you.
We've just alienated half of our audience.
I'm waiting for you at this point.
By the way, if you are an F1 fan from Drive to Survive, it's perfectly fine.
Just don't show us being racist, please.
It just, yeah. Right, okay.
Yeah.
F1 drivers' alternative history. Driver number 1.
Oh, I'm gonna guess Ayrton Senna.
No, Jenson Button. Jenson Button. So, here's the question.
What is the question?
What if Jenson Button stayed at Brawn GP for 2010 when it became Mercedes? What if? So, you know where he was for 2009?
Yes, I'm not that stupid.
Let's just check that.
I think we need to.
Yeah, so where was he for 2009, please?
Brawn GP.
Brawn GP. And then for 2010, he moved to...
McLaren.
Well done. That was a
What's
scary
a guess?
Was that a guess?
No, I'm joking.
All right. So he drove for Brawn GP 2009, and for 2010 he left that team behind to go to McLaren. But the what if question is, what if Jenson Button stayed on to join the Mercedes team, which is he was asked to do, but he declined. But in the F1, now he never won a championship following that, but 2010 was a good year for Mercedes. Mercedes not so good. 2011 was a good year for McLaren, but for Mercedes not.
You said it was a good year for Mercedes.
Oh, sorry,
not
McLaren.
Mercedes.
It would be more useful if these two teams had different starting letters.
McLaren and then Mercedes.
Yeah. So McLaren 2010, good year. Mercedes not so much.
Yeah.
2011, Mercedes.
That was a good year for McLaren.
For McLaren, good year. Mercedes not so much. 2013, good year for McLaren. Mercedes not so much.
When did Hamilton join Mercedes again? 2014.
Hang on, we're on Jenson Button. But for 2014 onwards, Mercedes started to improve and McLaren started declining. So if Jenson Button did stay on that Mercedes, he would have had 3-4 years of being average.
Yeah.
But would he then had the opportunity to win, say, the 2014, 2015 championship?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I mean, they were doing really blooming well, but there were teams that were also starting to do really blooming well, which probably would have got in the way of Jenson. And when did Jenson retire?
2016.
2016. And how old was he?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, you're a good fan of him.
I think he retired at 36.
So he retired at 36, retired in 2016, and I don't think he would because, I mean, he wasn't really doing well. He was doing well at McLaren, but not as well as you would have thought Jenson Button would be doing.
Yeah, well, 2010 was really good. 2010 was good. 2011 was good. 2012 was okay. 13 started to decline and 14 started to decline.
Yeah.
And then when they switched to Honda engine, absolutely nowhere.
You just dropped your glasses.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Like, I think he did the right thing at the time going to McLaren. But if he did stay at Mercedes and he stayed on that Mercedes long enough, like Rosberg, you know, Rosberg stayed till 2016 and he won it in 2016. And Rosberg stayed with the team long enough to go through the highs and the lows of those early years. So, yeah, I reckon Button could have potentially been fighting out for another world championship with Mercedes. But to be honest, he went far off of McLaren in 2010 and 2011. But we all know what that Mercedes car turned into.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, right. Shall we move on to the next driver?
Yeah.
Well, these are all interlinked, by the way, but I'll tell you later unless you don't get it.
Yep.
The next driver. So the first one is Jenson Button. What if Jenson Button stayed at Brawn GP for 2010 when it became Mercedes? The next one is, what if Michael Schumacher never returned to F1 with Mercedes?
That is one good what if. That is a blooming good what if.
But do you think he did himself any justice coming back?
No, because, I mean, Michael Schumacher, I think, was just out of his prime at that point. I think he just wanted to join back because of how big he was back then.
Look, I'll throw you some stats.
Yeah.
Michael Schumacher for Ferrari, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, won the Drivers' Championship.
Yeah.
2005, for Ferrari, came third. 2006 with Ferrari, came second.
Oh.
And then, so he left at the end of 2006. So he had 07, 08, and 09 out. So he was out for 3 years.
Yeah.
Came back with Mercedes in 2010. Finished 9th in the championship.
Oh.
2011 finished 8th in the championship.
Schumacher, what are you doing?
And in 2012 finished 13th in the championship.
Yeah, see, like I said, he was out of his prime. I think he just joined back in F1 because of how big of he was back then.
In 2010 and 2011, 0 wins, 0 poles, 0 fastest laps, 0 podiums. In 2012, no wins, no poles, 1 fastest lap, 1 podium.
Yay, he got a podium.
His points.
Oh, don't tell me.
His points in 2010 was 72. 2011, 76.
That's good.
2012, despite getting the fastest lap and despite getting a podium, was only 49.
Right, why did he finish in 2011 then? Because that was his highest points.
2011, 76 points, finished 8th. Highest points, highest.
And then wasn't
position.
2010 13th?
2010, he was 9th with 72.
Where did he come 13th then? Wasn't that
in 2012?
Oh, okay. Oh, Schumacher, what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, there was probably a lot of... Like, when you hear, Michael Schumacher's back, you automatically think that he's going to be great like last time.
Yeah.
But I think it's a bit, A, he was out of it for too long. B, it's Mercedes, and they thought they could pick up straight from Brawn GP car, and they didn't.
No.
They actually had a few bad cars.
Yeah.
But, and you know, after 2012, finishing 13th, he probably made the right choice. Now, I do have Rosberg's somewhere. Or I don't have Rosberg somewhere. Oh, I do have No, I don't have Rosberg.
Can we get to officially saying if you do not have Rosberg?
Oh, no, I do have Rosberg.
Do you? Do you not? I can't tell. Do you?
I don't. Yeah, I got... so, Michael Schumacher, 2010, World Championship, finished 9th. Rosberg, 2010.
Yeah.
World Championship, finished 7th. Michael Schumacher in 2011 finished 8th.
Yeah.
Rosberg again 7th. And Michael finished 2012 in 13th, and Rosberg finished in 9th.
That's not good for Mercedes.
And in 2012, Rosberg actually got 1 win, 1 pole, 2 fastest laps, 2 podiums.
I thought you couldn't have actually said 1 podium.
And in 2012, Rosberg finished 9th with 1 win, 1 pole, 2 fastest laps, 2 podiums with 93 points.
Is that it? And that got him in 9th?
And in the same year, Michael got 49 points.
Wow. Just wow. Mercedes, what are you doing?
Rosberg in 2010 in Mercedes scored 142 points.
That's good.
Michael, 72 points.
That's really good for Mercedes.
Yeah, so big difference. And then Rosberg went 7th, 9th, 6th for 2013, which I think is the year Hamilton joined.
Yeah.
And then from 2014, when the new regs came in, came second, and first.
Second, but...
So if Button had joined Mercedes, he will have a tough 4 years. But come 2014, he could have been fighting out for the championship with Rosberg in the same car instead of Hamilton. Interesting. So I don't know. It was really nice seeing him back. I've got here, Michael Schumacher returned in Formula 1 in 2010, primarily due to a long-standing partnership with Mercedes-Benz. The opportunity to drive for a competitive new works team and a desire to challenge himself after retirement, he signed with the newly formed Mercedes Grand Prix team, reuniting with Ross Brawn. I mean, he probably had fun.
Oh, yeah.
And it was nice seeing him back.
Mm.
But you could tell from his driving and his pace and his on the edge stuff, he just wasn't quite the same driver.
No, I mean, once you won your 7 World Championships, leave and rejoin, you probably will never come back the same person.
Nah. But Mercedes, as a team, did turn around and say that when Lewis joined in 2013, Michael had done all the building blocks to make Mercedes the powerhouse that it came.
Mm.
Now, whether they're saying that because it's true or they're saying that just to be nice,
Yeah.
we'll never know. We can just take their word for it.
Okay, now, who is your third person?
The third one, the what if on the F1 driver's alternative history.
I've got one after this one.
Is Lewis Hamilton.
Oh.
What if Lewis Hamilton never left McLaren?
He wouldn't be where he is today. It's not debatable. He would not be where he is today. He would not be a 7-time world champion. He would not be in a Ferrari right now. He would probably not even be in F1 right now. Because if he had stayed there, he would have kept on going down and down with McLaren, and no teams would want him because of how bad he would probably be doing. So no one would want him, so he'd probably be out of F1. But because he did go to Mercedes, he did really well, got 7 World Championships. It's not debatable. He wouldn't be where he is today.
I think everything you just said is bang on, because
Wow, that's the first.
When he left McLaren to go to Mercedes, people were calling him as a madman.
Stupid.
What are you doing? Because
they're at the back of the... Well, not back of the grid, but they weren't doing that well.
Yeah, Mercedes were nowhere.
Yeah.
But he timed it perfectly to McLaren's
peak
downfall. Because after he left, McLaren was through a downfall.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. So he timed it perfectly with Mercedes to start peaking, and he timed it perfectly for McLaren to start
peaking.
And the reason why McLaren started going downhill is because McLaren was the Mercedes engine team. So although they weren't a constructor of Mercedes, they were their primary engine team.
Yeah.
But obviously when Mercedes became Mercedes in 2010, Mercedes were putting more focus into their works team, and McLaren was an afterthought. McLaren didn't like it, and that's why they then started leaving Mercedes engines to find different engines, and they did Honda, they did Renault, and then they ended up back at Mercedes, ironically.
Yeah.
But the rules at that point had changed. But yeah, it's weird because if Lewis never went to Mercedes, I couldn't see him win another championship.
He probably would even be in F1, like I said. No teams would want him. McLaren would get rid of him because of how bad he was doing. But it wouldn't just be his fault. It would be the McLaren team in general.
I think he would. Would he still be in F1?
I don't think so.
He probably would have left a couple years ago.
The most would happen, he would have left, and then he would have come back for a random team like Sauber or something.
Imagine Lewis Hamilton only being a 1-time world champion from 2008.
Yeah.
Because if he didn't go to Mercedes, where he won 6 out of his 7, and it would just be 1 time.
And
it's
also
just weird.
Sorry. And also, who would be the greatest nowadays? Would it be Alonso? Would it be Max? Would it be Ricardo? Would Ricardo still be there?
Oh, Ricardo! No.
I mean,
Ricardo was good, but the year he went to McLaren, he lost his mojo.
Yeah,
he was never the same driver.
And I feel bad for him. He had a good opportunity there, but it wasn't just him. Both him and Norris weren't performing greatly. And that was not just them, it was the car, so that's why I feel bad.
Daniel Ricciardo lost his talent as fast as Sebastian Vettel lost his hair.
I don't get it.
You don't get it?
No. Is he bald or something?
Pretty much. That's why he has long hair. because of Cody. Cody has long hair to hide the bald patches.
Oh, he's got bald patches.
Yeah, that's like Sebastian Vettel.
Oh.
Because he although he had it long at Aston Martin, it was very thin. It was proper thinning out, and even if you see him now, it's really thin. He's kept it long to try and cover it up, but it's very thin. So Ricciardo lost his talent as quick as Vettel lost his hair.
Yeah. I've got a what if for you. What if Ayrton Senna never crashed at Imola?
Can we get there in a minute?
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Right, so if Jenson Button stayed at Mercedes, he could have potentially been fighting for a world championship in 2014, 2015. Yeah? If Michael never went to Mercedes to come back from retirement, maybe Mercedes never actually would have been the title winner because he helped build the foundations of that team for Lewis. I don't know.
And if he never joined there, would they be where they were?
Exactly. You know, maybe come 2014, new regs come in. Maybe without Michael being there the years before,
stayed at the back.
Well, not at the back, but maybe the second or third best team. So that's it. And if Lewis never went to Mercedes, I think to this day he'd definitely still be a one-time champion.
A
one-time champion.
Yeah.
But now the ultimate question, Grayson, are you ready?
What?
Oh, 25 points. Can you tell me the connection on why I picked Jenson Button, Michael Schumacher, and Lewis Hamilton?
Okay, let me think about this. So, we've got Jenson Button, could have went to Mercedes. No. Had the opportunity to go to Mercedes, but didn't. Michael Schumacher. So Mercedes are in both of them. They're all... Is Jenson Button a world champion? But I'm genuinely asking you, is Jenson Button a world champion?
Yeah, he won it in 2009.
Okay, so Jenson Button won it in 2009. So there's three things here. They're F1 drivers, they're male, and they have hair. And I don't know.
You don't know?
I'm joking. So, okay, actually three things. They all had the opportunity to go to Mercedes. They are all world champions, or they've all my last wait, so Jenson Button never went to Mercedes, right? He never went to Mercedes.
No.
But he had the opportunity to go to Mercedes.
Well, he had the opportunity to stay because the Mercedes team is the Brawn GP team. And Mercedes bought the rights to Brawn GP and offered him a contract to stay, but he declined to join McLaren.
So
you're sort of there. You're sort of on the...
Is this something to do with Mercedes?
Yes.
Okay. Is it that they all...
And Jenson. Jenson's the key in this.
Jenson's throwing me off now because two of them have drove for Mercedes, but Jenson hasn't. So it's either Mercedes or... Is it they've all had a contract from... No, because Jenson Button didn't. No.
He was there.
He
was asked to stay by Ross Brawn.
Is it to do with Mercedes?
Yes.
So is it they all had a contract with Mercedes? Or they all got offered to go to Mercedes?
What? Shall I tell you the link?
No, I want to guess it.
You are close.
I might, like...
It's to do with Mercedes, and it's... But Jenson Button is the key here.
Jenson Button? It's because he never went to Mercedes.
Yes. So the connection, what would have been the alternative F1 history?
That they all drove for Mercedes.
If they're all...
They all drove for Mercedes?
Yes. Right, okay. So, the biggest what if here.
Yeah.
Lewis Hamilton joined Mercedes in 2013 after Michael Schumacher retired from Formula One again.
Mm-hmm.
So we saw Lewis Hamilton at Mercedes from 2013 to start winning his championships again from 2014.
Mm-hmm.
That may have never happened if Michael Schumacher never retired at the end of 2013.
Mm-hmm.
But that may have never happened if Michael Schumacher never came back in 2010. And that may never happened if Jenson Button had signed the contract to stay for the Mercedes. Jenson Button is the key here, because the what if is if Jenson Button decided to stay for the new Mercedes project, we would never have seen Michael Schumacher return to Formula One, and we potentially would never have seen Lewis Hamilton drive for Mercedes, winning all those championships, because Mercedes would have been Jenson Button and Rosberg, and they kept with Rosberg until he retired at the end of 2016, straight after he won it.
Yeah.
So Lewis Hamilton would most likely have stayed at McLaren all that time and never win another championship.
So all of this happened because of Jenson Button.
Yep. If Jenson Button had stayed on for the Mercedes project, we would have seen a whole different future, a whole different history in F1, because Michael would never have come back and Lewis never would have joined Mercedes.
Not necessarily.
Well, you never know.
I do know.
But that's why it's the what if, you know?
Can I say a what if?
Go on.
I already said it. What if Ayrton Senna never crashed at Imola? Would Michael Schumacher ever got his 7-time world championships? Would him and... Who was his rival then? Wasn't it? It wasn't Damon Hill. Jules Bianchi. No, not Jules Bianchi. That was 2014.
Wasn't it Prost and Mansell?
Yeah, Prost and Mansell. Yeah. Them two. Would there ever be a big fight with them during one season? Like, it's a big what if. And
I know you keep asking this about what if Senna never...
But it's one of the big what ifs in F1 history, though.
Yeah, I know, but I never like to talk about it because it's somebody's death.
Yeah, I know. But it's a big what if, though.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got another one.
All I'm going to say on it is, if he hadn't have died, I still think Senna was near the back end of his career.
I don't believe you.
I reckon he would have still retired in the 90s easily.
I've got another what if. What if the Halo was never invented? Because do you remember 2022 British Grand Prix?
I reckon Alonso will probably be dead.
Joe Guanyu would, because of the 2022 British Grand Prix. Hamilton would, because of 2021.
What race was it where they started?
2018.
And they were going down the first corner and there were some hits with cars, but a car ended up on top of Alonso's cockpit.
Oh, that was...
But he was saved.
Oh, it's got a Rouge running on.
Because wasn't it that the other car's driver... Oh, was it Belgium Grand Prix?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Belgium Grand Prix.
Yeah,
and the other tyre went straight over, hit the Halo.
Yeah, of Charles Leclerc.
And protected him.
Yeah, because the Halo can stand up to 2 double-decker buses.
So, you know...
It's also...
Alonso could be gone.
No, Leclerc would be. Because it hit Leclerc.
Oh, yeah.
And then Hamilton would be, because 2021 Monza, when Verstappen went off, Hamilton
ended up on top, yeah.
Apparently, if the Halo was never there, he would be dead right now.
Yeah.
And Joe Guanyu, I keep saying it, and you never say anything about it, 2022 British Grand Prix, Joe Guanyu went upside down and tumbling to the barriers.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah. And then, 2021 British Grand Prix.
And he got stuck in between the barriers. He went over and he got stuck between the barrier and the fence down there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Then, apparently the 2021 British Grand Prix, if Verstappen wouldn't be here, when he crashed into the barriers, lap 1. Trying to think of more.
Do you know what I miss about F1 cars and Formula 1?
What's that?
is that they're too predictable.
Crash. Yeah. Wow. Now they're getting over 300. Just getting past that finish line was literally you getting a podium. And they said that for them. Because there could be a safety car, and then after that safety car, he's got another crash. Many people changing positions, people pitting because of crashes, all that. But no, they just don't want to crash.
Do you know in...
Yeah. Wow. That is really interesting. I'm really shocked at that, honestly. My jaw is dropped.
Right.
Do I know who Eddie Irvine is? That's like asking, do I know who Damon Hill is? He retired?
Nope.
Did he not?
Nope.
McLaren?
Nope.
Mercedes?
Nope.
An F1 team?
I knew you didn't know.
No. I know who Eddie Irvine is. I've got a F1 book about F1 drivers. I know who Eddie Irvine is. Ferrari. No, Ferrari.
No.
Okay, so when did he leave Ferrari? For the 2000, is it? So how long did he drive for this team? So we'll say 4, so that's 2004. He's an F1 commentator.
Yeah.
I'm not. You really hurt me here. Do I know? I hear the name every race. Okay, so 2004. Oh, Sauber. Kick Sauber. How many teams were there on the grid? I'm getting there. No. Alfa Romeo. 20. Prost. Same thing. Oh my god. What color? So it's green.
Yep.
Who was his teammate? Joey Herbert. Okay. So, did they win any championships with Eddie Irvine? Okay. Did he get any podiums? Were they at the back of the grid? Jaguar. Let's go. What a guess.
The knew.
Yeah, exactly. I definitely knew that one. Oh, was it not like Ferrari or something?
You are.
Anyway, I don't know what you mean by that. Because that's what we do. That's what we've always done. That's what we always. That is F1's history entirely.
Yeah.
It is very mad. Am I doing an outro? Something else? It's got to be called something. Yeah. Just search up something on YouTube or whatever. 2001. Yeah, but why'd you have to use me as guessing it?
Stuff.
But I went that's when I get it wrong. I literally asked that, but I will do the outro. Hey, father. So, that's it for this episode of Generational Grip. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to follow or subscribe wherever you're listening. You can also leave a review, especially if you agree with me, not him. We'll be back soon for more Formula 1 chat. Until then, thanks for listening. Maybe.
Where?
Yep, that should probably be at the start, honestly.
Up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be better.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the end. We'll see you on the next one.
See you on the next one.
See you on the next one.
Bye.